soldiers think that all the people who are there in this country are their brothers and sisters, and without knowing us, without seeing us, they are ready to sacrifice their life for the welfare of the people who are there in that respective country, my dear friends, because they have we feeling is mine. When they own, they take responsibility, my dear friends. The third one is whenever they are going to have we feeling, it leads to group unity and solidarity. You must have watched this movie Sai. In that, there were two student groups. One is science group and the other one is arts group. All the time, these students used to fight with each other. Science students used to poke the social science or art students, and art students used to fight with the science students if you have watched this movie Sai. And what happened one fine day, the villain in that movie, Bhikshu Yadav, wants to capture the college, grab the college. At the time, these people, they have forgot that they belong to science stream or art stream. They said that this is our college and it is our duty to protect our college. So they played rugby with Bhikshu Yadav and they won the game so that they can retain their college. Because they have unity, solidarity, they could win the battle. And before that, they have the feeling, this is my college. They had the feeling. That's the reason why they were united and they could retain their college in that movie, my dear friend. So we have collection of individuals, interaction among the individuals, mutual awareness, we feeling will be there, and it also leads to group unity and solidarity. And later on, we are going to have common interest among the members of the group. All of you know Sachin Tendulkar? Sachin Tendulkar.
Yes, sir.
No, sir. Yes, sir. No.
Do you know Vinod Kambli?
Vinod?
Vinod Kambli.
Yes.
Don't know, sir.
Okay. Sachin Tendulkar is from an elite family and his parents have dropped him into one of the best schools in Mumbai. And there was one more person whose name is Vinod Kambli. Vinod Kambli. He's from a slum area. His papa thought, I am facing trouble, but my child should not have the same life. So he took all the pain and he admitted him into one of the best schools in Mumbai. And the son of an elite family and the son of a poor family had become good friends. Do you know what made Vinod Kambli and Sachin Tendulkar to be the friends? Because both of them have the passion towards cricket. Both of them like cricket. They played together under 14, under 18, and almost at a time they also came into the Indian cricket teams, my dear friends. And if you see, both of them, you hit six, I will also hit six. That was the combination of Sachin Tendulkar and Vinod Kambli, my dear friends. Both of them were good partners from the childhood in terms of cricket because they liked that. So we are going to have common interest, which is going to help the people to come under one group, my dear friends. Then when we are going to have common interest, people will also have common behavior. Common interest, common behavior. And each and every organization or each and every group is going to have certain group norms, which is going to bind the people together, which is also going to keep some conditions, how they have to appear, how they have to interact, what not, my dear friends. Each and every group is going to have certain norms, which may be in terms of customs, folkways, mores, tradition, and so on, my dear friends. And each and every group, yes? Each and every group is also going to have a size. So what will be the size of the group? The size can be as small as dyad, only 2 members. The size can be as small as...
Sir, can I know the name of... can I know the meaning of norms, sir?
Norms means rules and regulations, customs, traditions. For example, when you're in school life, whenever the teacher comes, you used to stand up and you used to say, good morning, teacher. Yes or no?
Yes,
sir.
Yes. Is it written in the instructions like, once the teacher comes, the student has to respect? These are unwritten rules and regulations. That is the tradition which we are following from generations together, saying that whenever a teacher comes, it is our duty, it is our responsibility to honor them, respect them. So we are going to respect them by standing and greeting them. And when a teacher is going to give homework, and they're also going to see how you have done it. And if you have done the homework properly, teacher says good, very good. Or else if if you are going to do anything wrong, then teacher also punishes us, and we are also going to accept it, because the teacher not only shares the knowledge, the teacher can also judge the student, and the teacher also have the right to rectify their mistakes and also punish them. We have learned it, isn't it, guys? So there are some set of written rules and regulations. Sometimes there are unwritten rules and regulations that we call it as norms, my dear friends. We call it as group norms. These group norms are going to unite the people. They are going to help in having a common behavior, common set of behavior patterns, so that there is uniformity of thought process, uniformity of thought and action, so that there will not be any deviance, my dear friends. No deviation, then obviously the society can run without any issue for longer period, nothing but smoothly, my dear friends. So we are going to have group norms. And the size of the group will be as small as dyad. Only two people can also be a group. Sometimes we can also have crores and crores of people. If you take the example of Congress party and BJP party, they have crores of members for that political parties. For BJP, crores of people are there. Even for Congress, we have crores of followers, my dear friends. Crores and crores of people following them. So the size can be small as 2 and more, and thousands also. Then whether the groups are static or dynamic, whether the groups are static or dynamic. Remember, we are not static, we go on changing. The same way the society is also dynamic in nature. That means the groups are also dynamic in nature. They are not static, my dear friends. Whatever is there today may not be the same tomorrow, my dear friends. It goes on changing. So groups are dynamic in nature. What about the stability of these groups? Whether they are stable or unstable? It depends. It depends. If you take Congress party as a group, political group, it has nearly 200 years of history, my dear friends. Congress party has 200 years of history. It is more stable. But Chiranjeevi, megastar, has started Praja Rajyam party. And later on, I don't know what is the problem. What he has done, beta? He has simply merged that political party into Congress party. So the history of Praja Rajyam party is very, very limited. Praja Rajyam party is very, very limited. So groups can be stable or unstable, my dear friends. It depends on the group's dynamics. It depends on the group's objectives, why they have been formed, what is their agenda, everything. Based on that, it can sustain for longer period or may not sustain for longer period. And the last one is, these groups are also going to influence the individual personality. These groups are going to influence the personality of the individuals. Okay, so these are the basic characteristics of social groups. Now let us discuss about the importance of this group. When we are going to be in the group, it is going to help us in terms of survival. So there must be a question from your side. Sir, do we really require? Yes, my dear friends, because we are directly or indirectly dependent on each other. For example, I may have crores of rupees. I can purchase anything, but there must be someone to do cultivation and sell the food grains. If there is no person to cultivate, and if there is no person who is interested to sell the food grains, then obviously even I may have crores and crores of rupees, I will not be able to fill my belly. So indirectly, I'm depending on the farmer for my survival. And the farmer is going to sell his product so that he gets some money, so that he can invest that money on some different aspects like clothing, for constructing a house, for health reasons, and so, my dear friends. So groups are going to help us in survival. That is the biggest one. Second one is, man is going to become a man, staying with the men. Beta, all of you, have you watched this movie or serial Mowgli? There is a movie called Mowgli. Yes or no, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
In that there was a boy who used to stay with the wolf. Nakkalatoni sawasam chestunnadu. Wolf, isn't it, guys?
Yes.
Because the child was taken by the wolf and he stayed with the wolf, he has learned the culture of wolf. He started behaving just like a wolf does. He started walking like a wolf, he started hunting like a wolf, and he started behaving just like a wolf does. The same way, if I'm going to be kept in a particular community or society, I'm going to learn the characteristics or the behavior of that particular society. So being with people, I'm going to learn the culture of people. Being with the animals, I'm going to learn the culture of animals, my dear friends. So man becomes man or man staying with the men, my dear friends. And the last one, it helps to contribute, it contributes for the development of personality, just like the last point in terms of characteristic is development of personality. I'll give one example, which I've seen, which I experienced in my life. Last